Hello, and welcome to 805 Focus, where you get the latest updates on all of our amazing local nonprofits. My name is Greg Gorga, your host for today. My day job is as Executive Director of the Santa Barbara Maritime Museum, and of course, my fellow co-host of 805 Focus is the amazing Cynder Sinclair. And with me today is Gina Cosio, and she is the Regional Manager at Braille Institute, Santa Barbara. Gina, welcome.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
And your first time on our show.
Yes, it is. Very exciting.
Oh, I love it. So give us a little history about the Braille Institute.
Absolutely. Well, Braille Institute was founded in 1919, so we're over 100 years old. Our founder, Mr. Robert Atkinson, found us back in 1919 after a self-inflicted gunshot wound where he himself became blind. When he did become blind, he faced the challenge of his love of not being able to read again. So what he did, he started Braille Press. Why not? And that has been established since the beginning of time with us, where I believe it was in 1939, maybe, they opened up the Los Angeles Center, where we're still there till this day.
Wow.
And it's a whole block city, big building.
And when did the Santa Barbara open?
We were established in 1983.
Oh, okay.
And currently we're at our building on De La Vina Street, and we've been there since 2004. We were voted a few years ago the most beautiful building in Santa Barbara.
Oh, nice.
And I would love to look at our building.
Makes it easier to go to work each day.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful. Well, tell us about some of the services you provide, and I understand things changed during COVID.
Oh, absolutely. We had to change with the times with everything that shut down. One of the things that we were able to do is we were able to conduct classes remotely using Microsoft Teams, very familiar with that, with Zoom kind of like. So for individuals that were at home and couldn't get out of the house anymore, like any of us for those 2 years, we were able to do our classes remotely through computers and smartphones, where we resumed our teaching classes, everything from writing skills, support groups. Of course, we couldn't do the hands-on classes, but we are doing them now. We're getting back in the groove of things.
Okay, so you're doing a combination of both online and in person.
Hybrid, absolutely.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
And how many folks do you serve in an average year?
In an average year, it has declined since the pandemic, sadly. But right now we're serving about 115, but that number is growing every day. We're getting new clients in every day, so we're very happy and excited for that.
Oh, good. So what are some of the programs and workshops that you do with your clients?
Wow, a lot of what we do online, I'll talk about that remotely. Our workshops, anyone can sign up for those workshops. You don't have to be a student with Braille Institute. So we do everything from access technology, cooking classes, and everything in between, including meeting up with some specialty doctors, getting to know what's the latest going out there with medicine and how is technology helping. And if you are interested in that, all you have to do is go on to our website, brailleinstitute.org, register for a workshop, and we have over thousands of people that attend our workshops remotely, some from Europe. All over the world, and they attend our workshop.
Wonderful that you've been with, and that's the nice thing about being online is you spread out to the whole universe, right?
Absolutely. And not only that, we're able to have our classes remotely as well. So we do that hybrid, a lot of our classes, where we have individuals attend classes with our students there on campus, and we set it up with Microsoft Teams, and we have students from Florida, New York, Jamaica, all kinds of different things.
Nice.
So we're interacting with the world right now.
Oh, wonderful. And then how about some of your in-person programs? What are they like?
Oh gosh, those are so much fun. We have dance groove classes for exercise. We have cooking classes, and they prep, eat, and clean. And I like to visit that class a lot.
Do you do quality control while you're there?
Yes, absolutely. We also have some pop-up classes. In fact, we just started one, Introductory to Wine. We have a local winemaker that is coming to Braille Institute, teaching a class on wine. And at the last class, which is in I think 2 weeks or so, he's going to be doing some tasters. I might visit that class too.
That's a rough job you have.
I know, somebody has to do it.
And so how many classes, in an average week are you providing?
An average week, we have about 25 classes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Both in person and online.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have services for both adults and children?
Well, right now it's for adults. We do serve children from 7 to 17 out of our corporate office in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Currently, we don't have a youth coordinator, but we have some wonderful youth coordinators out of our Los Angeles office, where they do help individuals in the counties that we serve, which is Santa Barbara and Ventura.
So local youth here can access that online?
Absolutely.
That's wonderful. Nice. And what other programs do you...
Well, one of our most popular programs is our low vision occupational therapy, where individuals get referred by their primary doctors, retinologists, optometrists, or ophthalmologists, where they send individuals that have some sight that are challenged, and they'll meet with our occupational therapist, Dr. Caitlin Covert, and what she does is she does a very thorough evaluation to see where is their sight that they have left and how can we best utilize it. So she finds equipment, devices, and everything in between, and lives are changed. Lives are impacted for the better. They're able to live independent again, do things that they never thought they could again. So I will say low vision occupational therapy has to be one of our top things that we do at Braille Institute.
Oh, wonderful. And that has to be so rewarding when you get to change somebody's life like that and really open doors for them that
without a doubt.
They might
without
have
a doubt.
thought were closed. And do you take the groups out to different places?
We haven't as of yet, but that is something we're hoping to start in January.
Yeah.
You know, the outfield trips again, the outings, where we would take them to local grocery stores like Trader Joe's. You know, how do we get there? From the city bus, we'll get them on the city bus, and then we'll go ahead and take them there with occupational with us, as well as orientation and mobility, so that's O&M, the white cane trainers. And then we'll go ahead and help those individuals. We're shopping today. You're going to make dinner tonight. What are we looking for? And the nice thing about Trader Joe's is they have people that help us out too.
Oh, nice. So are you helping them for them to live independently?
Absolutely. That's the whole purpose of Braille Institute. We want to revision their vision by them gaining new skills to be able to cook dinner again with their loved ones, be able to spend time with their grandchildren and read a book with them. If they no longer have vision, then we have Braille books if they want to learn Braille. If not, we have audio books where they can share together as a family. We even have games in Braille that they could go ahead and check out of our loaner closet. So if they have family coming over for the holidays and they want to have a game night, why not borrow a game? You can check out large print books, audio books, and games.
So they can borrow them, take them home, and oh, wonderful.
Yes,
That's a great
absolutely.
program. Do you do music as well?
We have in the past, and we're trying to get someone to start again with us. So if you know someone that has music background and would like to volunteer, please send them our way.
I might have a guitar player for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yes, but oh my goodness. We've had acoustic guitarists in the past, ukulele, piano, right before the pandemic. So we're trying to get that up and running again.
Yeah, the pandemic kind of messed things up for
sure
a lot
did.
of people. Oh, wonderful. And then how about, do you have speakers?
We do. We have special guest speakers periodically that we try to schedule through workshops. So people who can't come to the centers, whether it's our center or the other centers we have across California, well, Southern California, we go ahead and try to do that remotely through a workshop. So one of them could be speaking with a specialist out of the Jules Stein Eye University, you know, so they could go ahead and get the latest technology. You know, Jules Stein is just amazing in what they do. And a lot of our students come from there.
Oh, wonderful. Oh, nice. And so do people have to call ahead and pre-register for the workshops and classes, or they can just drop by?
Well, workshops, they can just go ahead and go on our website to register for a workshop, no problem. Regarding classes, we do need a referral from their doctor, so a doctor referral form where they can obtain off of our website. Just go to brailleinstitute.org, look up resources, and they'll find that doctor referral form. If they can't have access to a computer, give us your doctor's name and we'll get a hold of them for you.
Oh, wonderful. So you have a lot of resources online for them to access.
Absolutely.
In the website. And so what's the, so what else do you have at your office for them?
Well, we do have, of course, like I mentioned, our library services. We have a lot of fun activity classes, including ceramics, arts and crafts. We even have a dart game room, and believe it or not, they use real darts. So we try to make it interactive, not only to socialize, but to bring back life again. And I've always said that although we can't bring back their vision, we can bring back their hope by them gaining new skills, by taking our classes, getting into support groups, getting in a reading group. Things that we take for granted with our eyesight, we're trying to give it back to them now.
Well, that's wonderful. I mean, just interacting with other people, it has to be so rewarding for them and
Exactly.
helpful. Yeah.
And especially for individuals who could only understand what they're going through.
Sure.
You know, we can, you know, it
Yeah.
really makes an impeccable difference.
Absolutely. Do you have a kitchen there where they're doing the cooking class?
Yes. If you ever get a chance to stop by Braille Institute, our kitchen has a 4-station cooking center areas, and we can have up to about 10, 12 students at a time.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing. It's a gourmet, gorgeous kitchen. And I have to admit it, sometimes I've gone in there and made my lunch.
Well, that's just so wonderful, and you know, that's, you know, an everyday skill that that I have to imagine is very difficult when you can't see.
Absolutely. I remember my first day at Braille Institute. I observed a cooking class, and I observed them deveining shrimp. I, with full sight, have a hard time deveining shrimp. And it's amazing the techniques that you can learn to do that on your own, that they could go ahead and make shrimp scampi for their family, and knowing
that's
that they
wonderful.
did it all by themselves.
I used to be in the restaurant business, so deveining a shrimp is not easy.
No, it's not.
And you've been there a long time, right?
Yes, about 13 years now.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
And how many employees do you have?
We have currently 9.
Okay.
9.
Wonderful. Full time?
Full time.
Nice.
And I always say that it's a we thing at Braille Institute. It's not a me thing, so we work together as a team. And I can positively say with my whole heart, the team I work with, they're just amazing at what they do.
But you're providing a lot of services with just a small team, so do you rely on volunteers?
Oh, absolutely. We actually have 17 registered volunteers right now. A lot of them are remote, that they only do remote classes for us. They do not come to the center, but about half of them do come to the center. And we're always looking for volunteers. And what we're doing, like for the winemaking class, this individual came in very interested in volunteering. We asked him, well, what is it that you like to do? He goes, well, I'm a winemaker. I was, let's do a wine class. You know, so you come in with an idea and it's possible we can make it happen.
So you could start a class.
Sure.
Depending on the volunteers' abilities and skills. So how do they get involved with you as a volunteer?
All they have to do is go on our website and go ahead and download the volunteer application, submit it. We'll give you a call once it's processed and say, come on in, let's talk about what you can do.
Oh, wonderful. So there's lots of different opportunities and or that you already have in place or that they can create.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Oh, wonderful. And any other programs you want to talk about?
Yes, so since the pandemic, what we've also been able to do is provide transportation in a way. So individuals, of course, are having a hard time getting to our centers, and finances as well can be tight. So what we've been able to do is purchase bus tickets, vouchers for local transportation, including from Ventura area, to get our students here on our dime. And that has been so successful and so rewarding for the students not to have to worry about paying for that bus ticket and how they were going to get that money together. We're able to do that for them.
Well, that is wonderful. That's amazing. So, and then do you charge your clients?
Oh, great question. No, we do not, because Braille Institute is a nonprofit organization. All of our services are at no charge, and that is only because of the wonderful donations that we receive, and as well as grants that we apply for.
So tell me, how would you make a donation to support the Braille Institute?
Well, you could go ahead and stop on by if you'd like to drop a check, or go onto our website as well. Our website has so many wonderful ways to support Braille Institute.
Oh, good. And do you do fundraisers or anything like that?
We haven't in the past, it's been a few years, I'll be honest with you, but that's something we're hoping to do next summer.
Okay. Oh, wonderful.
Hopefully it'll be announce fairly soon what we have in mind.
Oh, good. Wonderful. Yeah, the fundraisers have been tough since COVID, but
yes,
it'll be nice to get back to those. So how about some success stories that you've had?
Oh gosh, I can think of so many off the top, but one I'll go ahead and share with you. A gentleman came to us about 10 years ago, and in his 30s, and unfortunately he developed a very rare eye disease that took his vision within 2-3 months. Wow. It was very scary for him, but now he, with training and all the classes that he could take, he just really dove into everything he could absorb at Braille Institute. He is now a city manager for the city of Santa Barbara.
Really? Oh my gosh, wow.
With no sight. And he's amazing.
Oh, nice. And how are people referred to you?
Primarily through their eye doctors, retinologists, ophthalmologists, or optometrists. Even a primary care physician for individuals that have absolutely no sight, they're completely blind or deemed legally blind. They could go ahead and send us a referral. Most doctors know who we are here in town now. And we just love and welcome them. We have an individual social worker who meets with new clients who walk in the door with a fear. And we do sit down with them in our cozy little living room at the front rotunda, and we go ahead and just listen to their concerns. And although, like I said earlier, we can't replace vision, we do replace it with our hope. And it has made such a difference, not only in their lives, but in our lives. And going to work at Braille Institute has never felt like work. It's a humbling experience that we get to be a part of.
Yeah, it's got to be so fulfilling to see people's lives change like that and help them move forward. And I imagine it's got to be especially difficult for folks who, it's bad enough when you're born that way, but to lose it after you're so used to having your eyesight has to be, I can't even imagine losing my eyesight.
I can recall a gentleman, he's a wonderful friend of mine. He's 88 years young. On his, I think, 75th birthday, something like that, he had come from the doctor's office and he was driving, and they said there was nothing more they can do, that he was going to go ahead and be losing his vision. So he drove home. As he got out of his car and closed the door, everything went dark immediately. And the only thing he could do is thank God for the years that he did have vision. And he continued to take classes with us.
Wow. It's amazing it can happen that suddenly too.
Yes, very. Because we do have individuals that have come to us that were in auto accidents or some kind of other accident that they did lose their vision suddenly. And some of them young people in their early 20s. But now they're successful, they're independent, and they're living life.
Oh, wonderful. So you really depend on those donations to make these programs happen.
Absolutely.
Right? Is there anything that you would add to your programming if you had the funding to do that?
Wow, if I really thought about that, I would want to spread our services even more than what we are deemed right now. Now, currently, we have been able to establish ourselves one time a month in Ventura County at Ventura Townhomes, where we provide our services down there at the location. We're also up in Solvang at Atterdag once a month as well. So those individuals that can't make it up to Santa Barbara or down to Santa Barbara, we're going to them once a month. So going forward, I would love to be able to spread our wings and reach even more people.
Yeah, I mean, that has to be so difficult. You know, it's an hour drive to Santa Maria. And for folks who can't see, that's got to be very challenging to get that transportation here. So it's wonderful that you can go out and kind of go to a satellite office and provide that programming along with all the wonderful online programming you're doing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else you want to add for our audience?
I would just like to invite anyone who would like to take a tour of the Braille Institute, come on by. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5.
And where are you again?
2031 De La Vina Street.
All right, so you're right, pretty much close to downtown.
We sure are.
All right, well, wonderful. Well, thank you very much for all the wonderful work you do.
Oh, thank you.
And thank you for and you're out there changing lives. So I hope the community supports you and you continue to thrive there.
Thank you so much. It was lovely being here.
And thank you for joining us on 805 Focus. We hope to see you next time.